RaceIQ is a racing intelligence platform for Toyota Gazoo Racing. It provides two core capabilities: real-time coaching during races and post-race performance analysis. And the models here have been extensively validated, which you can look at here. Let's begin with real-time analytics, where we'll use simulations to showcase the predictive capabilities we built. And here I've chosen one of the tracks and one of the races and focusing on one of the middling drivers to show the full range of predictive capabilities. We begin with building a driver profile from laps 1 to 5 to understand their normal driving characteristics. Coaching simulation begins at lap 6, comparing their real-time performance against that of the baseline. So this is the key portion of this dashboard where we are predicting the next lap timing, and the expected pace here, for example, is 270 milliseconds compared to the field average, and this is with medium confidence based on the recent standard deviation of the driver's techniques. And this is the more interesting exhibit. Here we are looking at the drivers in the vicinity of the driver of interest. +1 to +3 are the drivers behind our driver, and these are the drivers that are ahead of them. And positive value here means that the drivers are expected to do worse than our driver on the next lap, and negative value means they are expected to do better. So in some sense, this gives us an understanding of when our driver should attack versus when they should defend. And a couple of other things to note here is that we are putting all of this in the context of the entire race. Gap analysis shows the actual measured gap to the car ahead and car behind in seconds. So this is critical to know for knowing when to push or defend. And this is the sector performance of the last completed lap. Negative means the driver did better than the field. And here we're also showing the position progression through the laps. And the star means that it was a close race among the drivers in the vicinity of our driver of interest. So let's begin the simulation to see how these things change and what kind of insights we are able to glean. I'll start this simulation. So you can see that the numbers here are changing dynamically, and the gaps are continuing to get updated. And we are saying in some cases the driver is able to gain momentum, and in others they're expected to do worse. And here you're seeing technique diagnostics. This is about brake consistency and coasting. So this is essentially compared to their baseline behavior, what's the deviation. And here is a actionable coaching message that they can understand. This is what goes over the radio, concise, actionable, and prioritized. Look at post-race insights. Here, let's start with comparative analysis. One of the things we're interested in is why did I finish where I did? So here we are doing an analysis compared to the driver directly ahead of the driver of interest. Here you can see we're showing what is the gap to the immediately next driver, and we're synthesizing the observations. And primarily this is around how they manage the tire degradation and pace delta and traffic compared to their immediately ahead competitor. And you can also see you have a pace progression through the race and where exactly they lost time. In this case, it seems like they lost it towards the end of the race, while in the middle of the race they did well. And you also have degradation rate distribution for tire degradation, comparing them versus the rest of the field. And we also have a counterfactual analysis, what else they could have done in order to do better. So here you see that we've identified about 19 seconds of potential time savings and positional gain of +2 by traffic avoidance and tire management. And here is a breakdown of the two based on intervention, and these are the field benchmarks.